Let's talk about Trevor Bauer's impact on baseball. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Philly Satso Videocast. Today we're going to be talking about Trevor Bauer and how he has impacted the game of baseball on social media and talking to fans. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So we have a lot of material to cover in this video talking about Trevor Bauer, who is an interesting dude. He's a very interesting dude. I've wanted to make this video for a little while now. Because I'm quite frankly a little annoyed with Trevor Bauer with this whole social media thing that he's doing. One thing, I'm going to talk about two different sides of the argument here. So you could look at one side and say he's being extremely obnoxious and annoying with the constant, like putting all these different caps on and, really just flaunting himself and, like he's just a bit of a cocky guy in my opinion. I think he's a little bit arrogant. It strikes me as arrogant a little bit. And you can also look at the other side that says he is promoting the game. He is interacting with the fans. He is getting the younger generation involved. He is having fun with this game and, kind of promoting on social media, which is, good. Once again, we talk about how, baseball in some ways is I wouldn't call it a dying industry, but it's definitely in trouble, and we need to get the younger generation involved in the game. Now, I'm going to be talking about the side that he's, a little bit arrogant, and I don't really like some of the things that he talks about. One, I can't stand how I don't know how often he does it. I'm going to say maybe every week or so, he posts a video on YouTube, he uploads it with him in a different cap, talking about why he should sign with this team. Well, first of all, no one cares. No one cares. This guy had one really good year of his career in a shortened season. In a shortened season, you want the Cy Young. This guy is not Clayton Kershaw. This is not a Nolan Ryan. For crying out loud here. This guy, he's no superstar. He's no superstar. He's a big name because he promotes himself on social media. This guy is not a superstar. Okay, he's not going to be a massive game changer. He's just not. Is he a good pitcher? Yeah, he is. But one really good season in a shortened season, is that enough to really propel me to believe that he's a great pitcher? I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. And it just annoys me. It's just the same old thing over and over, and that just strikes me as a little bit arrogant. It's just he thinks he's like some superstar. Come on, man. Who do you think you are? Really? Truly, who do you think you are? This guy thinks people should kiss the ground that he walks on. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm just tired of it. His attitude, in my opinion, is just not good. It's just not good at all. And I think a lot of people like this guy. I really, really do. A lot of people seem to like this guy, like what he says and everything. But let me just be clear with something. There is a good side to this as well. And let's talk about this right now. So he's interacting with the game. He's promoting the game. And you go look around the rest of Major League Baseball with Mike Trout, and you look at the big names like Mookie Betts and Juan Soto. They're not big social media guys. You see they're on social media, but they're not going to this extent to really promoting the game. They're just not. And Rob Manfred doesn't encourage it. He made some remarks a couple years ago about how Mike Trout, shouldn't get too involved in social media. What's that supposed to mean? Too involved in that. We're in big trouble here with the game of baseball. It is dying. It really is in some ways. The younger generation is not as involved. The numbers are going down. Not as many people are really playing it. It's not looking good here. We need to promote this game as much as we can. And that's why I like that Trevor Bauer is promoting the game. Now, I don't like some of the things that he's saying. Like I said, with posting a new video every week, I can't wait until this guy signs. That way I could stop seeing that. It's just the stupidest thing. And then, he goes on there and then he gives his opinions about these trades and everything, which I think is pretty cool because he's a player. When do you ever see another player make a whole-on video talking about a trade? This is not like a draft neck mark. This is not a fuzzy. This is not, Mighty Goat or something like that. This is a Major League Baseball player, a current Major League Baseball player, a free agent talking about moves that are going around the Major League Baseball. I think that's pretty cool. And it's kind of giving a different perspective, rather than you have these talk show guys, as I said, like Draft Neck Mark, and you go and look at the smaller scale guys like me who, are not affiliated with Major League Baseball. Here's a guy who is affiliated with Major League Baseball. He knows these guys, personally, right? He's played against them. I think that that's pretty cool, and I hope he can keep that up. I think he will. I think that's pretty cool. He's promoting the game in that way, but I don't like this flaunting himself with the new cap every week. It's the decision. Remember with LeBron James when he signed, I forget what team it was with, but it was the decision. He had this whole big thing, this whole big build up to this point. Well, here's my decision. It was called the decision. Come on. This is not you're not some, superstar here. I mean, come on, LeBron James is a superstar. There's no question about it. I don't really watch basketball. I mean, he is a superstar. There's no question about it. But Trevor Bauer, he's not a superstar. He's not. He's just not. The numbers don't prove it. Mike Trout is a superstar. Juan Soto is a superstar. Mookie Betts is a superstar because they put up, outstanding numbers. With Trevor Bauer, it just almost feels like, what Chris Russo said a couple months ago when, the when and where. Remember when the season wasn't going to start and the players union and the owners were going at it with each other? And, Chris Russo was criticizing Bryce Harper for criticizing the union, and I don't think he was really criticizing the union. He was kind of criticizing the owners in the the commissioner's office when and where. And he's like, well, you're not a proven winner. And I don't really agree with that statement, but you can maybe make this argument here. What has Trevor Bauer really done in his career? He's never won a World Series. He did win a Cy Young, but it was in a shortened season. I mean, this guy's not an outstanding pitcher. This is not some superstar here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a guy who's had an ERA in the fours, most of his career. I mean, this is not some superstar here. This is not some superstar. He's played in two small markets. He was with Cleveland, which is a very, very small market, with Cincinnati, which you all know that's a very, very small market as well. But I just don't like the attitude here. I really, really don't, with the whole posting a new video every week with a new cap. Once again, he is interacting with the fans, and even with that, I can say, oh, okay, all right, I understand that, you're trying to, reach out to the other fans of these teams to try to get them excited. But I have watched these videos, and I've watched almost every one that he's uploaded, and it's almost like, well, I'd fit well into here because, I think I'd do a good, because, he's just talking himself up. He's just talking himself up. And I think that's just kind of playing around, right? I don't really like these big name free agents who try to troll around with fan bases and try to get them excited about, possibly going there, and then they kind of just talk it up, and then they don't end up going there, and they know they have no chance of going there. They're just trying to stir up trouble. I'm not saying that that's what he's doing, but he just kind of talks himself up. But there is a good side to this. As I keep saying, there is a good side to Trevor Bauer being super active on his YouTube. What player does something like this? He's weird. He's crazy. Trevor Bauer's a weird dude. He's just crazy. He's crazy. Look at Garrett Cole said about him, right? He's a strange dude, but a lot of people like him because he's different. He brings a different style to the game, and he brings a different style. His off-the-field presence is unbelievable. He is super active on Twitter. But the thing, once again, that strikes me, on his Twitter, he says, all-star, pitcher. Who does this, seriously, you gotta talk yourself up like that, NL Cy Young Award winner, do you see on Bryce Harper's bio, does he have 2015 NL MVP, 2012 Rookie of the Year, 2018 Home Run Derby champion? Does he have all that kind of stuff on there? No, he does not. He does not. But Trevor Bauer is the kind of guy who likes to flaunt it. And to me, that does not appeal to me. But maybe to the younger generation or the younger crowd, maybe that would appeal to them because he's bold, he's brand. He's kind of rebuilding the new era of baseball, right? He's just kind of making the game more fun again, which is a movement created by Bryce Harper, and I believe that was 2016. To try to make the baseball more fun again, and to try to allow the players to express their their energy and excitement, and try to have more fun. And I don't have a problem with that necessarily. I don't. I do think that some of the old things with swinging 3-0, that's considered bad. Give me a break. You have Fernando Tatis going and apologizing for swinging 3-0. Come on. He's doing his job. It's a grand slam, and then he has to apologize for it. Come on. Doing his job, you do your job, and you have to apologize for it. What kind of sense does that make? It's almost like you make a sale, in business, and you have to apologize because you made a sale. It's like apologizing for doing your job. Now, some of the unwritten rules I can understand, but this is changing the game because it's getting more people. You go look at the other sports, a lot of these other athletes in other sports interact with the fans more. In baseball, they don't enough. And you go look at the best player in baseball, Mike Trout. He doesn't do enough to interact with the fans. He just doesn't. With Bryce Harper, he's one of the top guys up there, but he's not up to Mike Trout's level, or Betts or Soto or anybody like that. But you see he's on Twitch a little bit there. He interacts a decent amount. I will give him that. Could he do a little better job? Maybe. I think he's just pretty much of a private guy. I'm not saying that every player has to interact at a super high level and anything like that. But Rob Manfred, he hasn't done anything. And the thing is that Trevor Bauer does not like Rob Manfred at all. He does not like him. He's on record saying that he does not like Rob Manfred. So that's always good because everybody just can't stand Rob Manfred. Rob Manfred is the worst commissioner in sports. He is worse than the NHL commissioner. So you understand he's under a lot of fire right now. If I could, I've kind of been hearing some rumors about that. But anyway, once again, I have no problem with it. I do think this is good for the game. Now, once again, it's not appealing to me the way that he, talks himself up and really just makes a big name out of himself. But I like the analyzing the moves and going through that kind of stuff. Kind of like reporting, because again, it adds a new perspective and it's something different. I mean, one other player would do something like that. This guy is quirky. He's weird. He's cool. He's kind of cool. I'm not personally a big fan of Trevor Bauer at all. I'm just really not. I mean, he's not at the top of my list. I think he's overrated. I'm not a big fan of him as a person. I think he's just really weird. I think he's a tad arrogant for me. Not my cup of tea. Trevor Bauer is not my favorite guy, but I have to respect him on a certain level because it takes a lot to be him. I mean, he's a really, really bold guy, and he makes a lot of bold statements. Kind of taunting players, and making comments, and being super active on social media with his YouTube. I mean, when have you ever seen a player do something like this? I mean, it's just unbelievable. He's changing the game in some ways, but I don't like the flaunting with the new cap every week. I mean, it's just drama. Oh, I'm going to be signing with this team. I'm going to be signing with. It's just always to get something stirred up. It's trying to get people involved, and he goes on his Twitter and says, NL Cy Young. Give me a break, man. You really have to say you're the NL Cy Young. I mean, people can literally just go look it up. You don't need to flaunt it on your social media. You won the NL Cy Young. In a 60-game season, shortened season with no fans, yeah, you won a Cy Young. But you had like a ERA in your fours during your career. So, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, ERA in the fours during most of your career, and yet you say it's just like all-star pitcher. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. But he is promoting the game, and for this reason, I would say it is a good thing. I like what he's doing overall. The positives outweigh the negatives with this. He's analyzing moves. He's getting people excited in the game. I like this. Once again, he's a weird dude. He's strange. He's quirky. But I think he is good for the game. I really do. And once again, there are some flaws here. But that could be appealing to some people. Maybe comment down below. I mean, some people are going to like this. He has a new cap every week. He gets the fans kind of into it. It kind of it's like, wow, can Trevor Bauer come to my team? Well, I sure hope so. I sure hope Trevor Bauer signs here. This is going to get, some more people involved in the game. So, on that level, I do understand that, but for me, that does not appeal to me. But that is going to appeal to a certain crowd, and especially the younger folks in the game. So, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section. At Philly's House of Instagram, or at Instagram, at Philly's House of TikTok. Card text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillyshouseof@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Trevor Bauer, once again, not my favorite person. He is good for the game. He's promoting the game. He's doing the right thing. Don't love everything he says. He's a bit of a weird dude, as I talked about. But once again, guys, I am Luke, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you.